It's midday. Good afternoon to you and welcome to Bena Midday News, coming to you live from Atomic Junction, Benab House, Medina. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Coming up in the headlines, over 339 million Ghana cedis spent on National Cathedral since 2020, says Abna Osei Asari. NIA staff petition Akufo-Addo calling for head of Prof. Atafua. IEA advocates for extended term for Bank of Ghana governor to ensure continuity. Details of the stories comes up shortly. Thank you for staying with us. Don't forget we are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Bena TV. Moving on, in a bold move aimed at bolstering Ghana's economic stability, the Institute of Economic Affairs is making a strong case for crucial amendment to the Bank of Ghana's Act 2016. Central to their proposal is the extension of the governor from presidential terms.
Speaking at a stakeholders forum themed reviewing the Bank of Ghana's Act to promoting transparency, accountability and effectiveness, senior scholar Professor Alexander Bilson Daku from the IEA emphasized the critical importance that maintaining this autonomy is essential for upholding the effectiveness and independence of the regulatory institution. He said the EIA governing government lending limits, adding that there was a consensus on the necessity for Ghana to carefully consider aligning the term of the Bank of Ghana governor to overlap that of the president to ensure continuity and effectiveness in governance of the Bank of Ghana and its ability to effectively promote price stability, exchange rate stability.
The government has expended over 339 million Ghana cedis on the National Cathedral project, which has stalled for some time.
Spent on the containment to date remained 339 million Ghana cedis. This figure comprises 225 million Ghana cedis paid to the National Cathedral Secretariat and 113 million Ghana cedis paid directly to the project consultant. According to her, there was a value for money audit done on the project in 2021, as well as statutory audit of its accounts by Deloitte Ghana, which was started in July 2023 and is ongoing. Abnose Asari confirmed that auditors had concluded the audit of 18 months accounts ended December 31st, 2020. Meanwhile, preparations are in place for the auditors to complete the remaining accounts for the period ended December 31st, 2021, 2022 and 2023.
For money audits done on the project in 2021 by Kesley Doyumo Group. Also, a statutory audit of the National Cathedral of Ghana accounts by Deloitte Ghana was started in July 2023 and is ongoing. The auditors had concluded the audit of the 18-month account ended 31st December 2020. Meanwhile, preparations are in place for the auditors to complete the remaining accounts for the periods ended 31st December 2021, 2022 and 2023.
The National Cathedral project, which commenced in 2020, has been shrouded in controversy from the onset. Its construction has sparked debates across various sectors of society, with arguments ranging from the necessity and timing of such a grandiose structure to the transparency and management of the funds allocated for its development.
Away from that, the National Identification Authority Division of the Public Service Workers Union, Trade Union Congress Ghana, has formally petitioned President Akufo-Addo to demand the removal of Executive Secretary Professor Kenneth Atafua. The petition, dated July 1st, bears the signature of 920 NIA staff members. According to the union, the request is backed by nearly the entire workforce. The staff's and union's decision to petition the president for the removal of Professor Kenneth Atafua is grounded on what the unions describe as unfair labor practice, contrary to the labor laws and human resource manual and policy framework for Ghana Public Service, violations of SNIT law, poor cooperative governance structure, selective and administrative injustice in the recruitment, placement and promotion of staff, and lack of innovative ideas to manage the administration of the authority. The staff expressed concern that Professor Atafua's continued tenure could result in further harm and reputational damage, adding that they have absolutely lost trust in his administration and can no longer work with him in confidence. They believe that dismissing the executive secretary would restore staff confidence and enhance authority's reputation. The Chief Executive Officer of the University of Ghana Medical Center, Dr. Kwame Nimbuama, says there is a growing number of young people with hypertension and diabetes in the country. He said some of the patients were either non-compliant or not on any treatment, making it the number one case of end-stage renal disease.
The increasing cases to the abuse of herbal and over-the-counter medications among others. In a related development, the UGMC is to perform an additional 2 kidney transplants this month after successfully performing 6 similar operations last month. Patients who are all Ghanaians were made up of 2 men and 4 females aged between 25 and 54. The head of the urology department of UGMC, Dr. Emmanuel Asante, said the procedures were performed seamlessly, explaining that barriers and challenges were overcome by a determined team who made it possible for the procedures to go on smoothly, showcasing the center's capabilities in complex surgical interventions and post-operative care. In a statement, Dr. Enimbuama said the successful completion of the first set of 6 kidney transplants underscored the center's commitment to pushing boundaries, achieving medical excellence, and improving the lives of patients through cutting-edge interventions and passionate care. He said the UGMC looked forward to continuing its mission of advancing healthcare standards and innovative practices in the field of transplantation. For her part, the Media Affairs Manager of UGMC, Barbara Owusu-Hemen, said most of the donors for the 6 patients were their close family members or acquaintances. She said the center was currently doing only living donor transplants and it does not currently have a bank for organs. The manager said the average cost of a kidney transplant at the center was currently $25,000, adding that they were working towards reducing the cost for the average citizen. The UGMC is an academic medical center offering world-class patient care, training and research in Ghana, West Africa and beyond.
In some international stories, the streets of Port-au-Prince are being patrolled by Kenyan police officers equipped with body armor and automatic weapons. This group, the initial UN-supported foreign police unit in Haiti, arrived in the country in June, responding to a plea for assistance to combat escalating gang violence. Currently, criminal gangs dominate approximately 80% of the capital, leading to over 580,000 individuals being displaced in recent months.
The officers stationed near the international airport drew attention of onlookers but encountered no confrontations with gangs. Haiti's Prime Minister Gary Conil expressed gratitude for the multinational security support mission, emphasizing the urgent need to addressing the violence perpetrated by armed groups.
Haiti is currently at a critical point with 12,000 armed individuals holding a population of 12 million hostage. At this decisive junction, no project, be it economic or political, can be tackled without addressing the security issue. For that reason, my government welcomed the implementation of the commitments made in Resolution 2699 regarding the multinational security support mission. The deployment of the first contingent of police officers alongside the Haitian law enforcement agencies should help put a stop to the barbarity of criminal groups.
A contingent of hundreds of Kenyan police officers landed in Haiti on June 25 to participate in the multinational security support mission aimed at combating armed criminal gangs and restoring peace in the country. They will be soon reinforced by police and military personnel from the Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Benin, Chad, Jamaica, bringing the total number of personnel to 2,500. Maria Isabel Salvador, head of the United Nations Integrated Office in Haiti, highlighted the significance of this deployment in line with Security Council Resolution 2699, offering a glimmer of hope for the people of Haiti.
And now in sports, Hazakes Ladies and Black Princesses coach Yusuf Basigi has lauded the Ghana Football Association for their unflinching support for women's football in the country. The Women's League and the various female national teams have seen massive transformation under the current administration, with the Black Queens making a return to the Africa Cup of Nations after 6 years absence.
Basige also led the Black Princesses to qualify for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, while Hazakes Ladies emerged as champions of the Women's Ghana Premier League. His successes with both teams helped him win the Women's Coach of the Year award at the Ghana Football Awards. While reflecting on an amazing season, Basigi took the opportunity to praise the FA for paying attention to the women's game. He praised the GSFA, particularly the president of the association, for his commitment towards improving women's football, adding that he and his team are doing everything possible to reciprocate with good performances. Basigi has started preparing for the Under-20 Women's World Cup with the Black Princesses ahead of the competition in Dominican Republic later this year.
And that is how we bring the bulletin to an end. Log on to our website www.benamultimedia.com for more news. My name is Sherifatu Ayuba. Enjoy the rest of our programs.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
Mun zo gare ku, kuka karbe mu da zuciya ɗaya, sa'annan kuka sanya mu muryanku mafi dogara. Tare mun tsara tsarin zango a kowane fanni na rayuwa, har da siyasa, labarai a duniyan wasanni, lamurin zamantakewa, addini, lamuran lafiya, salon rayuwa da dai sauransu. Jiran ya kare, shirya don wani yanayi mai ban sha'awa na shirin safiya da kuka fi so, tare da sabon kwarewa. Ku kasance tare da Baina TV. Ku kasance kai tsaye kowane mako daga ranar Litini zuwa Juma'a daga karfe 6:30 na safe zuwa karfe 10 na safe. Babu wani shirin safe kamar tsarin safiya a Baina TV. Baina TV, connected to your world.